folks? SirScoots here, back at the desk. This time I'm joined with a good friend of mine, known this man for a very, very long time. He's now moved on to different pastures within gaming, but Stu Grubbs, CEO of Infin. We used to work together at GotFrag and GotFrag TV. How you doing, buddy?
Very well, thank you.
Now let's talk about this. You're the CEO of a new company called Infin.
Yep.
And I guess the easiest way to describe it to someone who has no idea what it is it's a new way, OBS-ish, XSplit-ish, kind of, sort of, but not really, a way for a streamer to obviously use all their assets and push to a new way, basically, to kind of encode and then push out to Twitch or YouTube or whatever you're using.
That's exactly right. A couple years ago when we started working on this, what we noticed was there's all these great platforms to go watch this content, but nobody had really built easier tools for people to get started live streaming. So what we tried to do is take a lot of that technical hurdle off the table so that you could just jump in and give it a shot without having to, be a nerd like me and know what bit rates and codecs and ingest servers are.
Yeah, and same thing with me. Like, obviously, I'm a production guy. And even I get into OBS. I use OBS, not XSplit.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, wait, what do I do? And I'm like a nerd when it comes to it, right? So I can only imagine someone who's a first-time streamer and they go to a forum and say, oh, yeah, use OBS. It's great. It's free. And they download it and they get very confused very quick,
Yeah, no, and Jim at OBS has built a powerful piece of software. It powers most of the industry. He's done wonderful things, but it really needed some design polish. And so, and then what we've done is we've made it as simple as logging in with your Twitch or YouTube or Hitbox account and just dropping you right into a drag-and-drop editor that everyone's familiar with.
And let's look at it. We're going to show you. Kona's going to bring up the actual screen for us so you can kind of see. And again, I think also one of the coolest things about this is obviously you've got stuff at home that is part of your streaming rig. It's a camera. You've got obviously gameplay. You might be capturing it with two PCs. It might be all one PC. And you have assets. You have videos. You have all these things that all right now, for the most part, a few people are serving some stuff cloud-based. For the most part, it all has to live on your PC in your studio. Yeah. You've also flipped the whole game on that.
Yeah, so not to call him out, but one of our good friends, Flamesword, showed up at the event, and he pushed in his thumb drive to get all his overlays, and he realized he forgot them. Now, because our software is all based in the cloud, all his projects would have been saved and his assets and everything ready for him when he showed up. All he would have had to do is install our little local client, and he'd been up and running with all the usual assets that he appreciates. Because we back everything up to the cloud. It's all saved and set up there. No more OBS crashing, deleting all your scenes, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and that is amazing. Why don't you give us a live demo? We are now live with one of your tester accounts. Just
sure.
kind of walk us through what we're looking at and how this kind of works.
So this is the editor. It's as easy as once you log in with Twitch, this is where you'd be dropped. I've got a little scene already set up just to demonstrate a bit. As you can see, I have Hearthstone captured here. I have a background image. Now, it behaves just like desktop software. If you want to put the background image up top, you just drag and drop. Here, you'd press the plus button. You can add cameras, capture cards, display, window, audio images. You can even add Twitch alerts. It's much easier here. No more CLR plugin madness. You just add that in, and then it displays there, and you paste in the link, and you're good to go. If you want a custom URL, like you said, your graphics are hosted in the cloud.
Yep.
So you just click custom URL. And then down here in the corner, you would paste the URL, and you're good to go. And it appears there.
So not only can it be fully independent, you don't use the Twitch alerts, you use your own thing or whatever. You can do your own text, your own graphics.
Right.
Again, lives all up in the cloud. But some of these, systems that are already in play by a lot of streamers will talk to your system, no brainer.
Yep, exactly. And we're working on it more and more.
Yeah,
we're still in closed beta. There's lots to be done, but like I said, one of the cooler parts about it is this editor is in the cloud, which means that if you and I want to stream together, even though you're in Arizona, I could add you to this project, and we could stream together remotely. So you could add your desktop and webcam, no more recapturing Skype and that sort of thing. As you can tell here, actually, Hearthstone's not running on this machine.
This is really cool, by the way.
If I go to window here, I'm actually pulling this Hearthstone game from a computer way back there in the event. So you can pull in sources from other machines that you have this installed with. As you can see, here's that computer over there, but here's two disconnected PCs that we could also grab sources from if they were turned on right now. But that allows you to pull in all kinds of stuff, a camera from that computer, but the game from several computers, and do what we call co-op streaming or multiplayer streaming.
Yeah, and also you could have a remote producer kind of dealing with the elements of your show while you're being the talent and doing the entertaining.
Exactly.
Switching your scenes, helping you with graphic changes or whatever. So again, some of these streamers are getting bigger and bigger, and they have assistants that help them with this kind of stuff. One other question I wanted to ask you in regards to, because you tweeted out last week or 2 weeks ago, you had a whole bunch of people playing Overwatch, and you basically did a multi-Twitch, but one guy did it in his system and then streamed. So how does that work? You just explained how it works in a network. I can see other PCs. How does that work online?
It all works in the cloud. So each computer, like if you were at your house in Arizona and we had a friend in California, each computer can send up to Infiniscene, which lives in the cloud, and then put all those together. So we could pull in multiple Hearthstones, put this in the bottom right. As you can see, it's pretty standard. Put that in the corner, and then I could put a second game over here, and then here in the upper right, and then put all webcams. So this is 3 guys. They had their 3 webcams in the upper left, and then they had their 3 games. I actually got to show this to Mike Morhaime as they were playing Overwatch. It was a really fun experience. But yeah, it just pulls, like I said, right here in the window. They'd be listed right there. You just pair devices.
And then there's probably some sort of security or permissions, so obviously you don't see randoms, they don't see you.
Exactly.
There's a pairing there.
Exactly. And
awesome.
This is how it works. So when you install the client, it gives you a device code, and much like installing Netflix on your Xbox, you just put in the 6 digits here, and it pairs it with this account. So you can see here are my other connected computers.
Now, do all of them have to be actually live streaming, or just using the product internally? If you understand what I'm asking.
Each of their computers would send up their video or their game to us. So they stream to us, and then you don't have to go live until everyone goes live at once. Yeah.
But would I still have to go live on my Twitch? What I'm thinking is, let's say I run a talk show.
No, not at all.
So, you could almost get rid of Skype, right, with a talk show scenario, right?
Exactly. So we've had beta testers actually running a podcast where they pulled in their 3 webcams remotely, and until they were ready to go live, no more like I said, no more recapturing Skype. It all went directly to Infiniscene, high fidelity, none of that double capture and double audio and all that. Yeah.
And each participant could really enhance their web camera, because really it's not just a web camera, it is the Infiniscene, right? So I could have my own graphics, I could do whatever I wanted to that. And again, I wouldn't be live. I would be pushing to DJ. DJ Wheat would be, let's say if we were doing live on 3. He would grab me and Slasher's stuff privately. The world wouldn't see it, and build the scene in his.
And even when you're live, actually, you can edit the whole scene, and it doesn't go live to the channel until you click Update Live. So it acts as a preview out monitor, so you can make edits on the fly without your viewers having to see it yet.
See, and I think that would be big. There's so many podcasts, and so many people are trying to find a better thing than Skype. And obviously, we have Discord now. It's great for audio, but that doesn't help with your video.
Right.
So I could even see a utilization of that kind of thing. Because again, Skype is bad. You get robot voice. You get dropped. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Skype's not good.
And again, once you have it all set up and you travel to an event, like remember your show Live on 3. If you guys are traveling from event to event, it'll all be set up and waiting for you when you arrive, because it's all up here. For instance, I'm here. One of my things at home is my Be Right Back screen features a llama. And so I usually put this llama right here, but it's with me because it's available and saved and backed up to the cloud. If you need to upload a new image, we can import from Dropbox or Google Drive or wherever you might have your stuff stored. So it really keeps it simple.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
To the point about multiple streams, I think one of the cool things you also do is this product does some encoding for you. Once it gets to the cloud, you take a little bit of that weight off of the home streamer's PC to actually get to a Twitch or a YouTube, right?
Yeah. So existing software obviously does a significant amount of work to layer all those pieces together. To us, you're sending the individual pieces, the video stream and then of your webcam, and then the video stream of your game. And then what we do is all the layering and compositing of all that together in the cloud. So it does relieve your machine somewhat, and in the future will even more. But the cooler thing is a lot of people are starting to look at multiple platforms, see how they could reach a larger audience. You could link your YouTube and your Hitbox account and actually multicast.
Ooh.
And instead of having to use triple the bandwidth at home or triple the encoding costs at home, we split it up in the cloud, and so it's still cheap for you coming from you to us, and then we do the splitting for you out to the other services.
I could even see, because events are doing that more and more. They're getting a little bit away from exclusivity to get, again, hit all the platforms.
Yep.
And again, what an easy way, again, one pipe out of an event or whatever, and then it all happens, the magic of the cloud.
Exactly.
You're a closed beta.
Yep.
How can anyone get into it? How do they get into your closed beta? And when is open beta or
open beta is really soon. We're looking at next month.
TM, okay.
Yeah, soon TM, exactly. For closed beta, go to the website and sign up. Honestly, we've been letting more and more people, a couple hundred a day, into the system. We've had an overwhelming response. People are really excited for it to come out, and so we've invited a little over 3,000, 4,000 people onto the platform, and we're inviting more every week. So if you sign up today, it's very likely we'll invite you on Monday.
Okay, and now, obviously, closed beta, folks, so if you do mess with it or you watch anyone that's streaming, obviously, they got a laundry list of stuff they're adding, they're tweaking. I mean, they've got some coders that are actually working while they're here in between at your booth. So I'm going to hit you with a negative.
Sure.
What doesn't it do right now that you wished it did?
Yeah, for us, it's really about quality and latency. And if we could get better and better at that, I mean, by the very nature of the product, when you use it, it costs money because we're doing all the server work for you. And so That's really what it is for us.
Okay.
We've built a lot of great features that I think you could expect. I think one of the things we heard from a lot of streamers is just supporting text files so they can use all the bots they're used to. So text files are probably coming next month. Real, simple for us to build. And then just really improving that quality so that you can feel like you're running a top-tier show, even if you're just getting started. And that's the whole thing. We want, those brand newbies to feel like they're professionals from the moment they get into our product and really have the ability to grow with us. So that's our focus.
Yeah, because again, you've got these hardcore streamers that have been doing it forever. The Lyrics, the Summits, all those guys. They're set in their ways. They've got all their stuff dialed.
Exactly.
They might not switch, but again, how many people are streaming new people every single day?
And if they start streaming together, they might. You know, if they start doing some of those multiplayer shows or podcasts, they might use us. But yeah, we assume that they've already built, and used what they're comfortable with.
Yep.
So yeah, we're really focused on those guys that want to get started, but not feel like they're new right off the bat. Not feel like they're misconfigured.
It definitely
if that makes
is
sense. Yeah.
professional looking, and your interface is amazing.
Thank you.
And then, what's the one feature? Like, give me a little dish here. What's coming that's not here yet?
Oh, all right. A little feature is we're going to make a significant advancement. So we have a mobile app, actually. We didn't talk about this. You can use it. You can close this browser once you're streaming, open up Infin on your phone, and use that to switch scenes so you don't have to alt-tab or anything. It acts as like a little mobile, like miniature TriCaster, if you will, like
I know.
to be able to switch and everything.
So that I could have my
you can see your chat count. You even have live chat support with us if for anything you're in trouble. You can switch scenes with your phone. We're going to make a significant advancement on that mobile thing so that you could actually maybe stream directly from that device.
Interesting. Okay.
And so many Twitch broadcasters right now are splitting their community between Twitch and Periscope when they're out and about during their daily life. So we're going to try and help them out with something new.
And again, so I could have my iPad sitting next to me, and again, kind of
switch scenes, rearrange them. Yeah, all
very
that
nice.
stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So about a month till you're in open beta.
Yep.
And then true open beta. Anybody and their mother, no qualifications.
Come to the website, sign up, and use it.
And again, single PC, dual PC streamers. It works for anybody.
PC and Mac.
Yeah, PC and Mac.
Yeah, we support Mac. Yep.
And again, I think you did exactly what you said. You've made it very easy for someone who's maybe a very engaging personality, a great gamer, but has no production tech experience at all to go, oh, okay, this makes sense. I add a camera here. I add a graphic here. I edit here. And again, we've known each other a very long time. You're a product guy. That's what you did a lot of stuff at Got Frag with us, like reviewing products and everything. So like you're well on your way to building, again, I think a nice product that is missing. Because again, XSplit is XSplit and OBS is OBS. But again, they're just limited in what they do. Now, as I ask everyone, and I asked you this the other day, this is all cool, Stu. Like, this is great.
Right.
You were part of the Techstar program in Chicago, and you did really well there. You raised some money. I was like, Stu, how are you going to pay the bills, bro? What is the future? What's the business of Infin?
Yeah, so I mean, to start, we're probably going to charge a subscription.
Okay.
But the idea is to figure this out with the community during open beta. So we're going to spend a couple months, maybe even a few months in open beta, talk to our community, see what they feel it's worth, how they feel like being charged. Do they want to be by the hour or by the month to flat fee works best? So we're definitely looking to talk to the community. I came from with you, Godfrag, very community-driven team over there. We always listen to our community. Steel Series.
Actually making products.
Built by the community. Yep. So we really believe in that sort of philosophy. There's sort of two driving philosophies. We really, we're just 11 guys in Chicago and a couple other places. So we really have a personal relationship with our entire community. But then the other is that whole product development aspect of a product should be so simple that anyone can approach it and then have the depth for it to grow with them. So those are really the two driving principles, and we're going to use the same thing when we come to pricing.
Sure.
What makes sense. I think a subscription makes sense, but we may learn something entirely new in open beta.
And you're not alone in that. Like, XSplit does have a tiered system, right?
Yeah.
They have a pro program, if you will, and then a kind of a free app, right?
I think the slight difference is that we provide a service in the encoding and all the compositing stuff. So you're actively paying for something that we're delivering on every day when you use the product, but. We'll test other things, yearly payment, something, I don't know.
Would you think about, because again, like what XSplit does is they just give you more features, right? But again, like, it doesn't live in the cloud. It doesn't take any bandwidth off of you, either way there. You are lightening my load at home. Again,
it's going to get even better.
I'm paying to store in the cloud. I'm paying for a piece of software just like you would with XSplit.
Yeah.
But I'm also paying for
the service,
which is a new thing. So again, I think if you make that price point reasonable or even tiered, obviously, if you start going like $300 a month, people are gonna be like, okay,
no,
well,
nothing like that. Not even close.
You're not gonna do that. So I imagine it's gonna be very reasonable and like I said, maybe tiered.
I think one of the other things that sets us apart, and I know we got the camera focused on us, but inside the app we actually have live chat support.
Oh,
so at any point you run into trouble setting up a scene, or I can't get this device to work, so that's part of that service. You know, is that personal touch. It's not this removal of emailing and hoping that we respond or something like that.
Or trying to run to Reddit and try to find the problem. And
right.
That's what I do with OBS. Okay, I got an audio delay. Why do I have that? I go to the forums and try to find the answer, right?
If we've earned your trust enough to take your money on a monthly basis, we're going to make sure you're always on the latest and greatest tech that we can build, the live support, everything else. But there's far more to build. There's far more to test. The product's still free while in beta. We'll get to the right answers with the help of the community, I think.
Awesome stuff. Any final words or anything you want to say on the way out?
Isn't it nuts how much live streaming has changed?
Oh, dude, well, we come from the Octoshape days and having to buy bandwidth, and there were no these tools didn't. I mean, we had Windows Flash Media, we had Flash Media Encoder and Windows.
For some
encoder.
Background, I watched this guy build what I think was the first live streaming, like actually, ESPN sort of got Frag TV, and used to have to ask the viewers to download an application to unpackage the stream and watch it. It was really crazy stuff back then. And now
that's the last thing you
now we have a whole broadcast studio in a browser window.
It's amazing,
Yeah,
so really good stuff. I mean, obviously great to see you. You kind of left our scene for a little while.
Took a break.
Went on a journey.
Yeah,
found yourself.
I walked the earth.
Grew a beard or two in the meantime.
Two. Yeah.
And now you're back. And again, like you're working with Aaron, who I've known for a long time as well, and that whole crew. So, again, really cool to see Infin scene. I'm going to do some testing for you because I have a slightly different home studio, different capturing.
And what Scoots is really good at is always telling me the raw truth.
Oh yeah. He asked me today. He's like, "Will you give me honest feedback?" And I just learned, like, would I give you anything but honest feedback? I'm like, "Are you sure you want me?"
For those of you who know Scoots, you know he can be very vocal. So he's going to be a great help to our team.
That's the way to put it. Very vocal. All right. Well, and again, if you're in the area or you're here in the building hearing us, they do have a booth here, so you can definitely check it out. You guys have a pretty, I want to say, aggressive convention schedule. You're going to a lot of places, right? So what's next? Like South by Southwest, I think you're going to?
We've been working in secret. Not secret,
Did I
but
just bomb some stuff there?
No. We've been working since 2014 on this project. And at first we didn't know if it even worked. Then holy crap, it works. And then we go on to the next thing. And so this year, we're I think we're in a place to start showing people and to really get some feedback out in the open market. So yeah, we've done DICE. We did the DICE Summit, which is the Oscars for games, essentially.
Yeah, and I saw you at TwitchCon. You guys were all at TwitchCon.
We did. TwitchCon was awesome for us. We got a ton of feedback. People were really excited. But yeah, I'm here. I go home tonight. I fly out for South by Southwest Gaming. We're doing the MLG CSGO majors. I wouldn't miss a Counter-Strike tournament.
See you there.
See you there.
And also, is that contest still going, or do you have a winner?
We picked a winner. It was so much fun. I called this girl, and she gets on the phone, and she goes, "Oh my God, I can't even believe this is real. I'm the best girlfriend ever." Starts screaming.
They basically had a contest, win a trip for two to the Counter-Strike major coming up next month. So
partnered
awesome
with Loot Gaming. The team over there was really supportive, so that was really fun.
So South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Probably PAX East.
Definitely. Already booked.
Great.
RTX, I think. Rooster Teeth's event. E3. E3 would probably be me in a backpack. If you're out there, say hi. But a whole bunch of stuff. So you'll probably see us around the year, and I'd love to hear from you guys. If you're here at the event, stop by the booth. I'll give you beta access instantly, and you can check it out.
And then South by Southwest, and again,
South by in Austin, and this week, Tuesday through. I'll be there Tuesday through Monday.
And open beta very, very soon.
Yep.
But go ahead and sign up for the closed beta because that would obviously link you right on in once you open the floodgates.
Yeah.
People are already all set up.
Yeah, you're in. You can check out the latest and greatest. One of the best things about being in now is that every day the product's slightly different, slightly more improved. So we get reams of feedback. It's great.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Stu. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
See you back in space.